All right, we have breaking news, and I got to talk about it. We're going to go right to it. It's about Phil Eng, who is the president of the Long Island Railroad. And unfortunately, Phil Eng is going to be stepping down as LIRR president. I was worried that this day was going to come. There was a lot of intimidation going on. I mean, you've seen it in the videos. Some of the intimidation he got at the Long Island Railroad Forward open house back at Adelphi, and numerous, was it like 3 years ago? It's finally taken its toll, and I think he just said he had enough, and he's retiring because they're intimidating him, they're bullying him, and he's not somebody who is doing, as the South Shore wishes all the time, and therefore he is being stepped at. They pretty much intimidated him to step down. So let me read you this article. Obviously, it doesn't say that in the article, but I have my own theories behind it. So it says, Metro North President Catherine Rinaldi was named interim LIRR President. She'll take both positions as of February 8th. So Cathy Rinaldi, not that she's not going to be the permanent LIRR president, she's just going to be the interim president. And I don't know who they're going to pick to fill Philip Eng's place. And my concern is we're going to see somebody like Patrick Nowakowski again, where he's going to be from the South Shore, and they're going to be looking out for the South Shore. Because, again, it's all part of the plan. Phil Eng wasn't really down with the plan, and they forced him out because of it. So it says here, Philip Eng is resigning as president of the Long Island Railroad. Eng has been in charge of the commuter line since 2018, so almost 4 years, I guess. MTA Chair and Chief Executive Officer Janno Lieber made the announcement during a Thursday afternoon press conference. Phil has been a really strong leader of the Long Island Railroad. Eng guided the railroad during the COVID-19 pandemic and oversaw the best on-time performance in the LIRR's history last year. Lieber said trains ran at 100% on time in the morning drive on Wednesday and 98.5% in the PM drive. The railroad is in really solid shape to welcome back many customers as the economy comes back, Lieber said. Metro North President Catherine Rinaldi will assume double duty as interim LIRR president effective February 28th. We need somebody who knows the MTA. We need someone who knows Grand Central, where the Long Island Railroad and Metro North are about to be roommates, he said. She took on her current role at Metro North in 2018. I just want to thank Janno for the confidence that he's been putting in me by giving me this unbelievable opportunity and this unbelievable challenge, Rinaldi said. Now, Rinaldi, I'm not thrilled with her. I'm worried she's going to be looking out for a certain demographic. I really am. I really am. So let's read a little bit about Philip Eng here. This is from the MTA here. And again, I genuinely think Phil Eng cared about us, but I think he's retiring because he realizes that he can't do what he needs to do to help all of us, because the middle managers and the people that run the MTA are looking out for a certain demographic, and you know the demographic we're talking about here. I don't have to tell you the demographic because you know the demographic we're talking about. So it says, Phil Eng is the president of the MTA Long Island Railroad, the largest railroad in the nation, serving over 89 million riders a year. Phil initiated the Railroads Forward program, a set of strategic initiatives aimed at improving service reliability and enhancing the customer experience. Under Phil's leadership, Long Island Railroad is delivering a historic $6 billion capital program to modernize and expand its infrastructure, including double track, mainline expansion, east side access, Jamaica capacity improvements, a new M9 fleet, and centralized train control. Phil first joined the MTA in 2017 as the Chief Operating Officer, where he spearheaded initiatives focused on modernizing transportation systems through innovative technologies. These include the development of new fare payment applications and testing new signaling systems. Phil also served as the acting president for New York City Transit during the early efforts of the Subway Action Plan. Phil began his career in public service in 1983 at the New York State Department of Transportation as a junior engineer. He has a blue-collar background. He gained experience working his way up through various groups, from structures, bridge inspection, maintenance, design, and construction. At NYS DOT, Phil held various positions, including construction supervisor and regional director, chief engineer, before his final post as executive deputy commissioner. During his tenure at DOT, Phil played an important role in improving project delivery and use of design build while delivering significant projects such as the I-81 environmental impact study, Rochester train station, and construction of the new Kosciuszko and Mario M. Cuomo bridges. He earned his Bachelor of Engineering at Cooper Union and is a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. Phil is a native Long Islander and currently resides with his wife, Carol, and their 4 children in Smithtown. So he's not from the South Shore. He has a blue-collar background, and it's going to be a shame to see him go. It really is, but I was worried that this day was going to come because he doesn't go along with the corporate the corruption going on there at the railroad. He doesn't really want to. In his heart, he knows it's wrong, and he realizes it's just time to retire. I'm sure he'll be getting a nice retirement package, and and not deal with this anymore in his life. All right. So let's talk about Catherine Rinaldi. She's going to be our president of Long Island Railroad, at least in the interim. All right. And she is actually from Long Island. I don't know if it's going to mention that in here. But she's the president of the MTA Metro-North Railroad. Catherine Rinaldi has been president of the MTA Metro-North Railroad since February 21st, 2018. She's the 6th president of Metro-North and the first woman to hold that position. Rinaldi joined Metro-North in January 2015 as executive vice president. In that role, she spearheaded the development of Metro-North's 2016 to 2020 strategic plan and way ahead the customer-facing component of that plan. Those efforts aim to improve system reliability, achieve excellent customer service, and continue the intensive infrastructure work essential to maintaining system safety. Rinaldi has overseen a host of customer-facing initiatives, from the delivery of real-time service information at Grand Central Terminal and outlying stations to a multi-million-dollar station upgrade at the White Plains Station, the railroad's 3rd busiest station. Metro-North customer-facing safety program TRACS won the 2018 APTA Gold Award for Safety. She also led the effort to implement a federally required positive train control system across Metro-North. Rinaldi has worked to improve employee engagement at the railroad, including support for women in the Metro-North workplace. Those efforts have included panel discussions, recognition events, and the formation of a professional group of women engineers. Other employee-centered initiatives include programs for knowledge transfer and successive planning, development, departmental focus groups, and expanded safety training. Rinaldi's previous positions with the MTA include Chief of Staff and Counsel to the MTA Chairman from 2011 through 2014, Vice President and General Counsel of the Long Island Railroad from 2008 to 2011, and Deputy Executive Director and General Counsel at MTA Headquarters from 2003 until 2006. She was named 2018 Woman of the Year by the Greater New York chapter of Women's Transportation Seminar. She is a summa cum laude graduate of Yale and received her law degree from the University of Virginia School of Law. So she is not somebody with an engineering background. She's there to represent lawyers. She's white collar, whereas Phil is blue collar, and that is going to show in the way she's going to lead this railroad, because we're going to go back basically to the same kind of deals when we had Patrick Nowakowski. Things for us in the middle of the island are about to get a whole lot worse, I fear, and that just makes it all that more urgent for me to either try to find a place in the South Shore, which is next to impossible, or just say that's it, leave. Because Phil Eng, he'll be leaving Long Island. Maybe he's going to go live in New Jersey. This is all part of the plan, guys. It's all part of the plan. As far as Jano Lieber goes, I liked him, but I wonder about his background as well, because you could see he had a lot of white-collar experience too, all right? And that's an issue right there as well. So Phil Eng was blue-collar. We have now lost a voice for blue-collar folks in the MTA. And now there is no voice for us anymore. And that, of course, is all part of the plan that we all know so well. The plan that we know so damn well. And Phil Eng wasn't even at today's press conference. This is MTA Railroad. They don't even have it. Let me see if we can find anything. MTA info. Let's see if we can actually go. Maybe they have something on their YouTube channel about this. Let's see. Being that I don't see anything on their Twitter, let's go to their YouTube channel and see if they have anything on this. All right. So this must be the press conference right here. 34 minutes. I don't even think Phil Eng was present.
In Central to make a connection, and it's easily accessible.
Phil Eng was not even present there, so yeah. And it's just plainly obvious what the direction that we're heading in, and
to make this pilot happen.
Yeah, Phil Eng is not even there, and it's really sad what's happened. Talking about bike parking. Let's say I don't know if they're talking about Phil Eng. I know they announced it somewhere in this press conference. I don't know where, but it's really sad. Let me find the spot where they announce it.
So bureaucracy, right?
This is where they're talking about it.
We're glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I want to make another announcement today about relevant to MTA leadership. Our partner, our colleague Phil Eng, let me know yesterday that he is resigning as the president of the Long Island Railroad effective in a few weeks. And Phil has been a really strong leader at the Long Island Railroad, as evidenced by the fact that the Long Island Railroad has completed in 2021, they had the highest on-time performance ever in the Long Island Railroad's, I think it's 100-plus year history. And just yesterday, they had 100% on-time performance in the morning rush, and I think 98.5% on-time performance in the evening. So it's a really, the railroad is in really solid shape and ready to welcome back many customers as the economy comes back and as commuting comes back. The MTA, it's no secret, is investing billions in the infrastructure of the Long Island Railroad. Here we are in Grand Central, and 130 feet below us is a brand new, almost finished Long Island Railroad terminal, ready to accept, hundreds of thousands of riders every day. And we needed, as Phil retires, we needed somebody who can seamlessly step into and focus on completing the incredible transition into this new East Side Access era, finishing other critical projects like third track, the expansion of the Long Island Railroad by 40%, and the first time reverse commuting on the Long Island Railroad. Also, not to be forgotten, the completion of the doubling of the width of that key east-west concourse in the Long Island Railroad level of Penn Station. Penn Station's pretty crappy right now because of that construction in part. But
Mineola's pretty crappy too.
A double-size concourse in the Long Island Railroad level. And we need somebody who can focus on delivering those critical projects, getting the railroad ready to operate those critical projects, and on getting all of our riders back and getting them back to a safe, convenient service level. We need somebody who knows the commuter railroads. We need somebody who knows the MTA. And we need somebody who knows Grand Central, as I said, where the Long Island Railroad and Metro North are about to be roommates. For all these reasons, I'm naming Catherine Rinaldi to serve, in addition to her role at Metro North, as the interim president of the Long Island Railroad. She's been at Metro North as president since 2018, and her first day leading both railroads is going to be February 28th. This is shaping up, as I said, to be perhaps the most eventful year in the Long Island Railroad's history.
Oh, yeah.
With the new service at Grand Central.
Most eventful year, yeah. It'll probably be the last year I spend on Long Island.
Third track and the opening of the concourse. Having Kathy to see those projects through is incredible. There's nobody else who's really more prepared to play this role. And I think I've conveyed that very clearly. I'm thrilled that she agreed to take on this additional responsibility. Kathy, you can't tell it always from her accent, but she is from Long Island. She is a kid who grew up in Huntington. A little before that in Massapequa. She was previously the vice president and general counsel.
See, she's from the South
of the Long Island
Shore.
Railroad.
Yeah, she was in Massapequa and then Huntington.
2011. She has 20 years of experience, nearly 20 years of experience at the MTA overall, not just as president of Metro North, being the EVP at Metro North, general counsel of the railroad, deputy executive director and general counsel of the MTA, and chief of staff of the MTA. All
white-collar positions, whereas Phil actually did engineering work and blue-collar stuff.
Nobody else has that kind of history at the MTA. At Metro North, Kathy led the efforts to improve system reliability, safety, achieve excellent customer service, and continue all the extensive infrastructure work that we are doing to maintain service and safety and the entire system. She has great relations with labor, and I'm thrilled that the Long Island Railroad labor unions, their reaction has been extremely positive, They know Kathy, they respect Kathy, and they're ready to work with her. So I want to end by thanking Phil Eng, who took on the railroad a couple of years ago, who brought it to this incredible level of performance that we've seen in the last year, who helped the railroad muscle through the COVID pandemic, and who will now turn it over to Kathy, as I will as well. Kathy.
Sure, I don't have any prepared remarks. I just want to thank Jano for the confidence that he's been putting in me by giving me this unbelievable opportunity and this unbelievable challenge. I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful to be able to serve in this way and excited for the challenges ahead. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure a certain demographic is very happy about this, and you know, what can I say? LIRR life is about to get harder. I have a feeling in the middle of the island. It's about to get even harder. And honestly, I just don't know how much more of this I can take. I just don't know how much more of this I can take. Sorry, I had to pause there, but obviously I'm upset about this news. And it's just another part of the plan just falling into place. And the middle of the island is just, we're just going to get even more screwed, while the South Shore just gets the best of everything. And I'm sure Phil Eng is the reason why that they provided those overnight shuttle buses. I have a feeling that's going to go away. And, you know, we're just going to get more and more screwed here in the middle of the island. And, you know, that's the rub. I'm stuck in the middle of the island, and I can't live in the places I need to live, like Lynbrook or Rockville Center, which are walkable and have good transportation, that are safe and lively, because I'm not allowed to live there because I'm not a certain demographic, so I'm not allowed to live there. It's only for those kind of people. And that's the way it is on Long Island. If you're not a certain demographic, you're going to be treated like dirt. And that's how the plan works, because that means, well, you know, you're not going to be allowed to live in the only places that are taken care of, while the rest of the island turns to a crime-ridden crap hole. So you got to go shut up and live in New Jersey. And that's pretty much what is going on. And, you know, with today's news, it has become that much more likely that Tom's River is going to be my next home, and I may be living there by this time next year. So, yeah, I'm going to fight like hell to live on the South Shore, but I know it's a long odds, and it's going to come down to the fact that dealing with terrible transportation, crime, depressing scenery, or having to go and leave the Long Island. That's the point. That's what it's becoming. I was going to rant and I was going to get angry, but honestly, I just feel like crying. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.